Hi everyone, you are all welcome into this YouTube channel. Thanks for subscribing into this channel. If you are here to subscribe, kindly subscribe and don't forget to click on the notification button in order to receive a notification when we upload a new video. Thank you.
Hopefully I'll translate. Do you see sense in what she said, or you think she's senseless? Type it. Now, this is Olori. Had an interview on Yoruba BBC, and she had a lot to say. And I want you people to listen. Okay, you have listened to it, but it's important you re-listen on this platform. Now, listen.
She know possible be. You never can tell you she know be. Possible be.
She said there's no man. She said there's no man that is not promiscuous. I said promiscuous. Promiscuous, as in doesn't fornicate or is not adulterous. Do you agree to that? She said there's no man. Okay, continue. She won't leave. What deal?
Kamini Olori Sekinat Aramide Ajoke Elegushi. Ọmọ Èkó ni mí. Ìlú Èkó yìí dé lọ bẹ̀ mí sí. Mọ́mì mi ní shop ní Lagos Island. Ibẹ̀ ni Kábíyèsí Ọba Saheed Adémọ́lá ló ti rí mi. Lọ́dẹ̀ tí wókóńkó mọ́ mi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ mo fún wọn láyè abẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ̀rọ̀ àdọ̀rẹ́. Mo sọ fún wọn pé mo lẹ́ni tí mò ń fẹ́. Wọ́n ní kò sí problem. Ṣèbọn rẹ̀ lásán la kò fẹ́ ṣe. So ngbà mi tí bá kú ní shop, wọ́n wá sọ fún wọn pé mo fẹ́ lọ bá boyfriend mi. Kábíyèsí máa sìn mí débẹ̀. In fact.
Okay. You see, I always say to people, èèyàn Dioko Baba Elomi, you've not reached other people's farm. You think that your father's farm is the biggest. Original. Ni area bouquet okere. My Yoruba don dey. He don the hearts. My Yoruba don the hearts. Original. Ni area bouquet okere. You haven't walked far in the farm. You will think you've seen it all. But when you listen to other people and, you find out that you haven't seen anything. Now, I was even thinking that, I have seen it all. I then heard their own side of the story where she said she had a boyfriend when her husband met her. And the husband would escort her to her boyfriend's place. Anytime she's going to her boyfriend's place, this Elegushi guy would escort her to the place. So those of you, when I talk about my story and I say that, when my husband met me, I had not given birth. And then he left for America and then came back and had given birth, for another man. But we had met, we had dated. Sometimes when I say, some people just be like, somebody met you, you had not given birth. You understand? Then you people didn't see again. You left. Then you went your different ways. Then he came back now, and you had given birth for another man. And that was when he now came as we now started dating, and got married. To some people is but hear this story now. I see story way big past my own. She had her boyfriend, and the Elegushi guy, who wasn't a king then, just a young lad, liked her and used to escort her to see her boyfriend. Can you do it? Please. Can you take that? Continue.
In fact, one more. I didn't shake but 2003, one proposed to me. I want to me but money for me even.
Okay, she had to cut the story, so we don't know what happened. She said her husband now, with King Elegushi, knew her boyfriend then. In fact, one more. So, but she didn't tell us what happened. So somehow she didn't tell us if when she was dating that guy, she was also dating him. She didn't say all that. She only said gradually, then they started dating at the then he proposed to her. So I don't now know if she was dating the two of them at the same time. Do you understand? We can't say. But in the beginning, what he wanted was to date her. But she told him she had a boyfriend. So he used to escort her to the boyfriend's place. So they said Adebesi Shekere will propose to me. So she caught some things, you know, so I don't understand.
Ó ṣe jẹ́ pé wọ́n ṣe láwọn obìnrin mi. Ẹni tó like obìnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ àti ilẹ̀ ló ti jẹ́ kí n ti wò pé mi ò lè deal, but àṣà ṣe títí tó fi sọ pé àwọn fẹ́fẹ́ mi.
So she's always known that he was promiscuous.
Ọlọ́run ti fún mi ní.
He's a fornicator.
Sùúrù àti ìfaradà láti kékeré mi. Ọkọ mi mọ̀ pé mi ò ń dá wọn láàmú lórí olóbìnrin dé tó mọ̀ pé wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi.
Thank you. Nadak, what did the second wife say? Because I knew that she was shading the second wife. The second one, she is thanking her man for choosing her as his girl. Yeah, because, you know, definitely she's shading the second wife. Now, let us be real here. You understand? She shaded her. But listen to her. I just want you people to see what what she said. Is it sensible or senseless? I just want to see you people type if she made sense or she's just being senseless. And somebody said, wahala. Somebody said, to be honest, I love the Olori, but she lost it on her interview. Okay. And somebody said, I beg, which page? Let me check. Okay. Now continue.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ fi mí síwájú. So kò sí ẹnì kankan tó lè wà tó lè mìmì àbí tó lè jẹ́ kí n máa wò pé.
So that was where I saw she shaded the second wife. She said, anyway, he saw me, loved me, and made me the first wife. And so there is nobody that can shake me. That position, nobody. That position is mine, and that's what matters. He made me the first wife. So that was where she shaded many times, but that part, and I think it's because they said there's been brouhaha between she and the second wife, though it's GLB that tells us from their updates. It may not be true, but you know, it's their updates that they use in. The second wife shades a lot. Response when she does things. And so this BBC interview, I think, is it may not be that she works it, but obviously she's very happy to let people know that this her position. It's not shaking, and nobody that her husband is with, they are not important like her. So Emma Agbolo.
Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn náà mọ nǹkan tó tọ́ àti nǹkan tó yẹ. So kò sí nǹkan tó ń bà mí lẹ́rù. Wọ́n lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ lóríṣiríṣi. Èyí tó máa fẹ́ tó máa dúró, èyí tó máa fẹ́ tó máa lọ. Títí gbogbo ọkùnrin ni.
So she's saying that the man has many girlfriends, many that he dates, and they stay back, and some he dates. So he's saying that Adiza is one of them. She didn't say that, but I'm saying those are part of, you know, all these are shading. You know, I think, you know, all those things to her is just reassuring herself that, you know, she's in charge here. I think she was just reassuring herself and trying to, you know, if Adiza is not strong at heart, the interview will make her feel unworthy of her, you know, make her just feel useless. Anyway, continue. Yeah.
Kò ń ṣọkọ mi nìkan. Ó wá kù sọ́wọ́ òbí ìyàwó tó wà nílé bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣe àárín yẹn. Èmi ò ní wàhálà kankan pẹ̀lú irú yẹn because mo mọ̀ pé ayé mi tèmi ni. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè gbà.
So you hear, she reassured the interviewer that she doesn't care how many people her husband hangs out with or is with, but nobody can take her position. With that, my position is my position. You know, she has a lot of confidence, Sha. Oh yeah, continue.
dẹ̀ ṣe nǹkan tí mo ever fi ṣẹ́jú kan rò pé mo fẹ́ pín ọkọ mi pẹ̀lú obìnrin mi. Wọ́n lè máa ṣe girlfriend níta ò yẹn ò ṣe àwọn yẹn normal but ó ti ṣe I don't know. Nǹkan kò ṣẹlẹ̀ èmi níyàwó ọkọ mi.
You see, she didn't acknowledge the second wife because the interviewer was like, oh, did you think your husband was going to marry another wife? And he said, no, I didn't think of it, that he was going to marry another wife. I didn't even expect it, you know. And the woman now said, okay, it has happened, What do you, I mean, what? And she said, nothing has happened. You know, she was meant to answer that place if she acknowledges the fact that, yeah, it has happened. I welcome my, you know, they are my sisters or they are my husband's. Okay, that's my husband's decision. So be. But she said, you know, I'm my husband's wife, and that's it. She didn't acknowledge anybody. She acted like nobody else existed aside her. That's what she said. So she didn't acknowledge the Adiza. They have entered, they must have.
Ọlọ́run nínú àánú ẹ̀ nínú ọlá ẹ̀ nínú ìfẹ́ ó fún mi láwọn ọmọbìnrin mẹ́ta pé wọ́n lọ́ba dé wọ́n fẹ́ jọba obìnrin ò lè jọba but kò síbi tí ọmọkùnrin lè dúró táwọn ọmọ mi ò lè dúró.
Talking about her children and the throne.
Mi ò ever rò rí. So even gbà tí dáàdì wọn ṣaláìsí tán ní àwọn ló kàn mú sunkún mo ní mi ò fẹ́ àwọn náà náwọn ò fẹ́ because wọ́n ti wọnú iṣẹ́ òṣèlú wọ́n ti fẹ́ lọ ṣe DJ House of Representatives l'Abuja àti ní campaign office àti everything with the support of his dad and governor of Lagos State gbà yẹn bàbá wa Bọ́lá Ahmed Aṣíwájú Tinubu. Mo ti máa ń ṣe ní àárín ẹbí àti àwọn èèyàn tó kàn máa ń wá bá mi fún ìrànlọ́wọ́. Ìgbà tó ọdọọdún 2019.
I love her look. She's very pretty.
Àwọn olólùfẹ́ mi kan àti àwọn àgbàlagbà sọ pé nǹkan tó rọra ń ṣe tó rọra ń bò nínú ilé yìí. Àwọn ẹlòmíì náà fẹ́ àǹfààní yẹn níta. So la ṣe wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí Instagram ní ọdún 2019. Àwọn youth àwọn Gen Z wọn ò fẹ́ nífaradà bí àwa ṣe lè nífaradà. Even àwọn generation tèmi kò ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló nífaradà. Kíní náà ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀kọ́ láti lé. Ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú sùúrù.
Which ẹ̀kọ́? That's the place I faulted her when she said having been, you know, when your husband become, you know, polygamy is has to do with patience and, you know, home training. Who does that? Nah. I come from a polygamous home. I hate polygamy. It doesn't have anything to do with polygamy. It has to do with you. That is where I feel she talked senselessly. There's some parts I saw a lot of confidence in her, and it's good because, you know, if nobody is able to build that confidence for you, for her, she needs to build her confidence. If not, she will be intimidated. You understand? And of course, she's the first wife. So it's very important she talks in this manner, even though I feel she's childish because it has happened. She's a wife to a king now. Though, yeah, they met when he wasn't a king, but he's now a king. She needs to be able to accept the second wife if she says she has home training. But the home training aspect has absolutely nothing to do with being able to accept your husband to go into polygamy. It is personal choice. It has nothing to do with home training. Home waiting, except you have, you know that you are going into polygamy. Then your parents will teach you that when you get there, you understand? But that you are the first wife or you are there, then your husband decides to marry, you will, some people they can lose their mind. It has nothing to do with home training, no. So I think she talked senselessly there. I didn't see sense in what she said there. Some parts she talked sensibly, but it was for herself. But I faulted her also in the fact that she didn't acknowledge the second wife, because if she has home training, she's supposed to acknowledge the second wife. She made it quite glaring to us, many people that are not aware that there is no relationship between she and the second wife. She made it glaring in this interview. She sold out the family.
Ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú sùúrù. Ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú bó ṣe tọ́ wa. Ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú báwọn òbí wa ṣe lè gbà wá.
Somebody is asking me a question. Yeye, so what can she do? Leave her hobby for the lady? No way. Did I say that? Adewumi, that question is not for me. I don't think I understand that question. That question has absolutely nothing with what we are discussing here. Nobody said such a thing. Please, this person needs an answer from you people. Adewumi, Folashade, Baba, Shola said, Yeye, so what can she do? Leave her hobby for that lady? No way. Nobody said that. Nobody's even discussing in that line. Nobody even gives that a second thought. Why would she leave her husband for another man? What sense does that make? You know, I'm saying she has enough confidence. So I don't know. That question is not for me. I can't answer it because it's nothing. It's nothing. We are not discussing anything like that here. That one is not relevant in this discussion. It's not important. We are not interested in that. What matters is she's there, but the part she's playing and the interview, you know, she granted. You understand how the part she made sense and the part I feel didn't make sense is just what we're saying, you know. So nobody would advise her to live there. Will she even leave? If the guy didn't have money, she would definitely leave. Be real. If the guy doesn't have money now, because she said she married the guy when he was poor. But definitely, she married the guy when he was poor, but he's from a rich home. He's from a good, you can tell, he can be living in one bedroom, but you can tell that there's potential for him to be rich. That's the reason why you must have left that other one now, to be very sincere. Because you said he's promiscuous. You knew from beginning that he's promiscuous. So what could have been the other reason? You must have seen the potential. There's future. And in this situation, now that the money is there, will she leave when she did not leave, when he's been promiscuous? You know, he's been promiscuous since, she said. You know, so the marriage is going to be till death do they part. Because I knew that, I heard that when the guy went, you know, got married to these secretly, he did it secretly, you know, she was very angry. I learned she was really mad. But I think they begged her and she had to, maybe people talked sense into her, you know, and she had to let it slide. You know, she had to let it slide. So what are you talking about? You know, so this one, I don't think she can go anywhere. Looking at all factors around her, you know. Yeah, Sekim may come from a rich home. Elegushi too comes from a rich home. So it doesn't matter. Why? It doesn't matter. She coming from a rich home. Why didn't she marry somebody from a poor home? You can marry you can be, you are rich, you marry somebody from a rich home. There's better chances to make it faster than you are rich and you marry somebody from a poor home. So you people should stop saying she comes from a rich home. And so the guy too also comes from a rich home. Elegushi, the guy is from a rich home. So she must have a good reason why she also married him. She said she had a boyfriend before. And so what happened? And the guy used to fall. How can, if not that she really liked the guy, how was the guy was toasting her? Why was she allowing the guy to follow her to go and see her boyfriend then? We are not saying she doesn't have her money. We are not saying that but she doesn't have her money. Before she had the money too, the guy too has his money. Mama, what story is one méjèèjì. The story boils down to she loves the guy. The guy too probably obviously loves her. Yes, definitely. But she loves the guy. She gel for the guy well. So money must be involved. Why didn't she go? When she now saw the happen, why did she go? She can't go because owó ti pọ̀ gan. Owó ti pọ̀ gan. So she will not suffer with the guy when he had one bedroom, or like she said, let her say it herself. Let's listen to her. Let's listen to her. Let's stop disturbing the story.
Ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú báwọn òbí wa ṣe lè gbà wá nímọ̀ràn tó. Bá àwọn ọmọ òde ìsẹ́yìn wọn ò fẹ́ bọ́kùnrin ṣe one, wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe 2, 3, 4. Because wọ́n believe pé right tó ní làwọn ní. Àtijọ́ tí mo ti wọlé ọkọ, mi ò pọ́kọ mi lórúkọ rí. Kò tí ì jọba. Mi ò mọ̀ kó máa jọba. Mi ò dé bá Kábíyèsí Elégùṣì báyìí. Yàrá méjì la fi bẹ̀rẹ̀. Mi ò fẹ́ wọn nítorí nǹkan kan. Because ọ̀dọ́mọdé jọ ni wá. Kò ṣe pé wọ́n ti ní owó, kò ṣe pé wọ́n ti ní ipò, kò ṣe pé wọ́n ti ní nǹkan kan. So ìfẹ́ lèmi ní sọ́kọ mi. Àwọn ọmọ òsín.
He's talking to Adiza.
Láti ti ní
Adiza ló bá
yìí kan tó dúró. Wọn ò fẹ́ bọ́kùnrin kankan jìyà.
Adiza ló ní.
Ó pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí ìgbéyàwó ṣe ń túká.
So you heard her. She started with 2 rooms, and I think you know they lived in America. So maybe when she joined her husband in America, the guy was living in 2 rooms, and that's where she started for. But in 2 rooms, coming, and with that's how they did, But at the end of the day, I see some sense in. She has spoken like someone that has accepted her husband for who he is, because I learned the guy is really a bad guy. You understand? Oh, Yashe. But the part that I know that she's living in denial is believing that every man is like that. It's not every man. So that one, because she's some people's role model, she shouldn't be saying that, enabling, telling women that all men are the same. No, not all men are the same. In fact, there are some men that are not like that at all. There are some men that are not like that at all. And there are some men that are even promiscuous, but they will hide it from their wife forever. Their wife, they will never do second wife. So it's good she makes herself happy, but she should not say it publicly that everybody, all men are the same. No, I do not say that. I do not accept that. She didn't make sense there. Secondly, her confidence, fantastic. It is good for her, because she doesn't give herself that kind of confidence. Then who will? Who will give her the confidence? She needs that kind of confidence, because I can see Adiza is quite intimidating. Adiza is quite intimidating. And the husband they married, the man, you can tell he really likes Adiza too. He tries his best, even though she tries to showcase him often, which has always been like that. I believe, but Adiza tries not to do too much, because Hausa people don't really show too much. They even don't show at all. I believe it's because, she's just found herself in Hausa don't show at all. They don't show at all. But it's our Yoruba side we show. So she, definitely is kind of, she's intimidated sincerely by Adiza. But they are both beautiful. The good thing is she's the first wife. Elegushi accepts that, because I said it. I said it that time that the son died, the prince died. I said it. I said I had some negative comments about that the party. I saw them almost immediately after, and I was thinking in my head, no, this family, they are not. There's no friendship there, because I was surprised to see her at a party shortly after the death of, and I was like, if they are mourning the prince, they shouldn't be at a party. So definitely, this interview is able to make me really know that yes, òrìṣà díẹ̀ ń pé méjì kò dénú òrìṣà fúnra ẹ̀ gan. Àbí how did they say it? There's nothing sweet in polygamy. Even the rich also cry. You can see that if she has her way, she wouldn't share her husband with anybody because it took her by surprise. She said it in the interview that it really took her by surprise. So even when some people say that kingship, royalty is about polygamy, the wives or the queens that they are married into, I mean, that married them or that are married to these kings, they cry. They are in pains, in severe pains. You understand? You know, they are in severe pains. You can tell the undertone, listening to her, you can tell that she's in pains. But she just needs to brace up and, you know, carry her shoulder and look, you know, so, and continue. And I bet the way some of you would have thought of it that, oh, if she had left her husband, people would say you are a fool to have left your husband for her. You've been there, you've always been there. You've been there, you've always been there. So how would you allow anybody? So with all that she says, she's saying is to make us that are thinking for her and are worried for her. Like I can see some of you say, hey, I pity her. She said she's aware. She doesn't want you people to pity her. You understand? She's aware that her husband is promiscuous. She knows. The only thing that gave her the shock, which I don't think she will be shocked anymore subsequently, is that now at least he has broken it by marrying Hadiza. So any other one that comes now, she has referred to them as our girls. So Hadiza, as you can see, I've updated for her that she's grateful to her husband for marrying her girl. It's based on what Nkoto Soni. So òun náà ṣèdí ẹ̀ padà pé òkè òun kà òun ní pé girl lòun. So every other girl you see now that will come in, don't worry, she's ready. She may not be ready, but you know, she's telling all of us pé you know, am I in business yín, am I wanting, òun ti gba calm, and that òun nobody can take her position. Very good, and I believe that is true. The only thing I like about her, and I must say, is that she's a very beautiful lady, and Hadiza is equally very pretty. But I love her, sorry to say that, more because of her style. I like her style. Hadiza would have been like that, but I think fashion-wise, Hadiza. Sorry, Hadiza, I don't have anything against you. You know, but I like her style. I like Pushima Shea and everything. Hadiza, she's on the you know, she's conservative, you know, she's really, and you know, she's Hausa gogon, Hausa Bushima. And I learned Hadiza comes equally from a very rich home. In fact, it was speculated at one point that Owo ni Elegushi wa lọ síbẹ̀. It's you know, gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ politics yẹn. Bàbá Hadiza ó ní party tó ń gbé ní ọ̀rọ̀ APC ní ilẹ̀ Kano. Be sure pé Tinubu máa win ni. You know, Tinubu is their adopted father. Ó gbogbo kíní yìí kò ṣẹ̀yìn Tinubu. So, pẹ̀lẹ́ ọtí yín. You see, let me tell you, all these riches that you people go and chop too, she too that is enjoying all this money, gbogbo nǹkan ńlá ńlá, she has to pay for it. As her husband, they follow all this Tinubu then. Ó ní àwọn ibi tí wọ́n máa tẹsẹ̀ dé, tí wọ́n máa fòun náà dájọ́ ń bẹ̀. So, when they follow all this Tinubu to all this Kano, do you know how many prominent men, children that they see there? Do you know how many prominent children there that they see there? So, you first wife, if you marry Elegushi, be marry all these people, be ready and be sure that they can use your husband to that journey because not anything. They will marry. If they say Atiku Pikin now, they go marry him. Pele, you will enjoy money, but the problem is that àwọn ọmọ Hausa náà, àwọn náà ò gbẹ̀yìn. I'm even surprised. These are ọkọ̀ jọmọ tó jẹ́ olórí kúkú ni. Hausa people know they do rivalry. Wọ́n bí no. Hausa, they are born to do rivalry. As in, what I mean is that wọ́n bí wọn sínú ẹ̀ ni. Naturally, they flow in rivalry. Bóyá Ṣẹ̀kí ló ń fún Hadiza ní attitude, you know, side eye. Tí Hadiza náà fi wá ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Hausa people, they are very gentle. They are very gentle. They are born into polygamy. Àwọn ìyá wọn polygamist ni wọ́n, ìyá wọn máa ń bí wọn. They born Hausa people, they are willingly, they concur to polygamy. They intentionally become polygamists. So àwa la máa ń ro iyèméjì àwa Yorùbá side. Hausa is natural in them. It's nothing táwa mama ní, God forbid, táwa mama be lórí. No, they are born into it. So kó má lọ jẹ́ sẹ́kì ló lọ ń tẹ àwọn bad person ní lady yẹn. You understand? Because Hausa people don't fight in that. They fight, but they are okay with polygamy. Àwọn mọ̀ ṣe. Can't you see? Ìyá ọmọ wa tó lọ sílẹ̀ Hausa tó lọ fẹ́ bá wọn. It was that actress. Remind me that Oloju Globe. Don't you remember? You people don't know her. That fine yellow girl, our girl. You people don't know the one I'm talking about. Tó lọ fẹ́ bá wọn ní ilẹ̀ kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Yeye one, no, you are talking about one out of millions. Funke Arowolo. Go to Hausa land. Hausa people are they are orgain. They mastered it from heaven. You know that they all came from Allah. They mastered polygamy. Go on, they enjoy tayo. So tayo. Thank you. Oju Funke Oluwa Sheun. Can't you see she's at peace? Wọ́n máa jẹ lọ ní níbẹ̀. Kò sí wàhálà kankan, gbogbo wọn máa accept ẹ̀ báyìí ni. Tó bá bóyá Yorùbá ti wà lóhun. That's why Adiza is giving her updates. Hausa people love polygamy. They don't have problem with polygamy. That's why the husband can marry her. In fact, if not for that the secret leaked, ní gbọ́n kankan. Ní gbọ́n kankan. Hausa people are okay with polygamy. Yorùbá wa, we are not okay with polygamy. That's why the husband didn't allow her know, and he went ahead to do the marriage secretly. So you see now, if the man decides to marry somebody else, that and Adiza won't be angry because them will be more benny. Is it Shobola? Shobola? He won't Shobola again. Denny, Shotayo ni o, not Shobola. I can't share Gbola aces. Apart from ace, ace is egbekon. It's not okay. But it has happened, You understand? The part she talks sense, we have talked it. I have to go. Good night. You need to remember the proverb. Say, jẹ́ kí n òrìṣà jẹ́ kí n pé méjì ni wọ́n máa ń sọ obìnrin kò dẹnu. Yes, òrìṣà jẹ́ kí n. There's a proverb like that. I've said it in the beginning. You understand? So, but she's just coming out to tell you people, maybe because worrying for her. Many of you have been here crying. Oh, I feel for her. She's saying that kejo, Emma feel for cope. That is good. It's a way to make all of us mind our business. So I think she's good. You understand? Let her deal with it, and she has to cope because akadarani, and thank God she has zeroed her mind and said that men are like that. So thank God, so she's coping, and the more she's in the marriage, the prettier she is. So what else are we going to ask for? It's not as if she's immature now. I know they ain't bad doing kojo. You understand? Let her sit there and enjoy the money. Abi, what else? She has born all the children. What else? But that all men are the same in this thing is not true. She shouldn't be making herself happy and be making that king happy. That's her husband that look like Teletubby. You understand? Though people like him a lot, so come in. Yeah, so good night, everybody. I appreciate you people. See you again tomorrow. It is well with all of us. Whoever polygamy help should gather here for. You with. Let me help you put her so that you can snap with her. Polygamy not help me. I don't like